Here's the blueprint to reclaiming your time and building a life you don't need a vacation from. If you're ready to stop trading your days for a paycheck, pay attention. Here I am again, staring at the ceiling, the numbers running through my mind. Not just the bills, but the dreams, the what-ifs, the future I want to build. It's not just about money, is it? It's about freedom, true freedom. I used to think financial freedom was for other people, for the lucky ones, the ones who inherited it or stumbled into some brilliant idea. But that's a lie I've told myself for too long. It's about intentionality, about making choices day by day that steer me towards that horizon. That feeling of not being chained to a paycheck, of having options, of time, my own time. The first step, the hardest one, is looking at the truth. No more hiding from the numbers. No more I'll deal with it later. It's about facing where I am right now. Every dollar in, every dollar out. Knowledge is power. And this is where I start to reclaim mine. It means opening the apps you've been ignoring. It means looking at the debt balance without flinching. We treat our bank accounts like a horror movie where we're afraid to see the monster. But here's the secret. The monster gets smaller the moment you shine a light on it. You can't navigate a map if you refuse to admit where you're currently standing. This isn't about guilt. It's about data. And data is the first step toward a different destiny. Time to shift from spending to investing. Not just in stocks or property, but in myself. In skills, in knowledge, in habits that serve my future self. Every book, every course, every smart decision is a deposit into my future freedom fund. There will be sacrifices, small ones, big ones. The instant gratification that tries to pull me back. But the vision is clearer now. The long-term gain outweighs the short-term pleasure. It's about delayed gratification, but also about finding joy in the journey, in the progress, and the fear. Oh, the fear of not having enough, of making the wrong choice. It's a constant companion. But I won't let it paralyze me. I'll acknowledge it, then act despite it. Small steps, consistently. That's the key. Let's be honest. Consistency is the hardest part. It's easy to be motivated for 20 minutes after watching a video. It's hard to be disciplined at 6 a.m. on a Tuesday when the bank account looks the same as it did last month. If you're waiting for a sign to keep going, this is it. Most people quit right before the momentum shifts because they can't see the roots growing under the surface. They want the harvest without the winter. But you have to decide right now, is your why bigger than you're tired? Because the only difference between a dream and a plan is what you do when the excitement fades. Know now, consistency is the silent force, like a river, carving a canyon, not with sudden bursts, but with relentless flow. Every saved dollar, every learned lesson, every debt paid down, they compound. They build momentum. I'm not alone in this. Millions have done it. Ordinary people with ordinary beginnings who made extraordinary commitments. They are the proof. Their stories are the roadmap. And I'm capable of charting my own. Financial freedom isn't about being rich. It's about being secure. It's about having the option to pursue what truly matters. To spend time with loved ones. To explore passions. To give back. It's about life, just unburdened. So what's stopping me? Only myself. The old habits, the limiting beliefs. But they are not stronger than my desire for freedom. Today I choose action. Today I choose consistency. Today I choose my future. The journey begins now. One decision at a time. One day at a time. Towards a life of true financial freedom. It's not just a dream anymore. It's a plan. Every plan begins in the mind, but it's built in motion. I've learned that freedom isn't found in waiting for the perfect moment. It's created in the small imperfect ones. The extra hour I work, the impulse I resist, the note I write to remind myself, stay the course. There will be days I question everything. When the markets dip, when my efforts feel invisible, when progress moves at the speed of patience. But that's when most people stop. And that's exactly when I keep going. Because wealth doesn't reward emotion. It rewards endurance. Each choice becomes a brick. Cooking at home instead of eating out. Learning instead of scrolling. Building assets instead of collecting things. These moments compound quietly until one day I look back and realize I've built something permanent. I remind myself that money, that is a servant, not a master. It's not about greed. It's about control. Control over time, energy, and purpose. When I master that balance, I master my life. That's the real wealth no one can take away. And maybe one day, I'll teach someone else. I'll pass on the lessons, the scars, the patience it took. Because true freedom multiplies when it's shared. The ripple effect begins with one person deciding, I will be free. So I move forward, focused, unshaken. My story isn't finished. It's compounding. One choice, one day, one lifetime. The pursuit continues toward complete financial freedom. Subscribe to Millionaire Monologues, where words become wealth, and check out this video right here. Your future may depend on it.